And I'm starting to record the session. So welcome everybody officially to the session. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate every single one of you here. Let's see. So Corina and Patrick, Joel, I need your advice. I follow your trades and trade myself. Currently, I'm hitting my stop loss very quickly, which is resulting in more losses than wins. I know that trades can be losing sometimes, but this feels really strange to me. I watched the Academy videos. Do you have any tips on how I can improve my mindset? Before we even talk about mindset or talk about anything related to that, we need to identify what are you doing, right? Like, are you writing down what you're doing with the trades? For example, is your plan, okay, I only take trades with 100 pip stop loss, or 200 pip stop loss. What's your plan? Are you following it? How long have you followed that plan? How long has it worked versus right now, right? And two, are you adapting to the market? Because I'm pretty sure I already mentioned this on one of our previous sessions, but adapting to the market, it's important. It's not about changing your strategy, it's about adapting to what the market is giving you. When the market is moving fast, you need to adapt your stop loss and make it bigger, right? Your risk goes lower on your lot size, but your stop loss it's bigger because of what the market is doing. When the market is moving normal, then you can do like normal risk, normal stop loss, right? Now, if you have noticed that your own trades, right, the trades that you're taking, not the ones that you're taking from me, but the ones that you're taking are, hitting stop loss and you don't know why, you have to check what the market is currently doing, right? If you guys, we can open TradingView and I can show you something really quick. Okay, and this is what I mean by adapting. So if you go to the 1 day candle, okay, 1 day candle, meaning each of these candles, it's equal to 1 day. I want you to count the amount of pips that it's moving per candle. Okay, so for example, let's talk about today. I'm gonna go ahead and delete all of this so we can have a better, clear understanding. Okay, so for example, today it has gone from 44.17 to 45.82. This is on the daily candle, which ends in 2 hours and 35 minutes. How many pips is that? This is a lot of pips, right? This is over 1,000 pips. So 44.18 to 44.8 to 45.18, this is 1,000 pips right here. And plus 600, so it's like 1,600 or 1,500, right? So in a single daily candle, the market has moved 15, 16, 1,700 pips. Okay. What happened on Friday? It moved from 43.73 to 45.54. How many pips is that? That's almost 2,000 pips as well, right? Okay, the day before. And then you start looking at how many pips the market is moving daily. And then you start analyzing that that is what the current market is doing. Okay. That's why I mentioned you have to adapt because you can't trade the same every day when it comes to trading gold because the market is going to move differently. Okay. For example, we are having a lot of weeks where the market is moving 1,000 or more pips. That's what I call a crazy market. A normal market is when the market is moving less than 1,000 pips in a day. Okay. So let's go and count, for example, I don't know, these candles. 68. This is about 1,100 pips. This is about, again, 1,100 pips. Okay. Let's see when we were having normal days like this. Look. from here, 44.29 to 44.98. That's less than 1,000 pips, less than 1,000 pips, less than 1,000, less than 1,000, a little bit more than 1,000, less than 1,000. And so you have to adapt to what the market is doing. Okay. So let's see. Corinne and Patrick said, it is more the thing of stand my decision in trading and not change the stop loss or get out of the market too early. Like I said, I think you need to check if you are adapting to the market or if you are just following your own thing. Okay, because if you're following your own thing, you're getting stuck in your own thing. And maybe it's gonna be good whenever the market goes back to, the time that you were doing good. All right. It's going to connect back again. But right now, the market is adapting, which means you need to adapt on number one, your decisions, okay, your stop loss and your TPs. And, for me, there's nothing magical that I can tell you that, hey, this is what you need to do to start getting it right. It's just about adapting, right? The first thing is that you guys recognize, Patrick, you recognize that it has been rough on your own trades, that it has been rough because you can, be set on your decision to not change your stop loss. So the best thing I can recommend for you right now is one, stop trading. Okay, stop trading for a week. Let your mind be at peace. And then during that week, start analyzing the market to see what the market is doing and start projecting on trading view, not your account. Okay. So what can you do in this week? What you can do in this week is, okay, I'm going to pretend that I'm trading, but I'm not because I'm not touching my TAC account, right? I'm not touching my MetaTrader account. I'm just projecting. Okay, so I'm gonna do a scenario where let's say I enter here and this is my TP and this is my stop loss. And that's it. You just stay and watch what the market is going to do. This is going to create a lot of patience in you. It's going to help you build that patience and it's going to help you identify how the market is moving this week at this moment. Okay, it's going to help you adapt. Okay, and then whenever you actually trade back within a week, you already know what you're doing. You already know, okay, the stop loss, I will put it here and I don't move it, right? The TP, I will put it here, I won't move it. And that's it. Okay. Or maybe you're just going through a hard time. Maybe you're going through your stop loss. Maybe you're going in through a bad streak, which is okay. Those happen too. Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, let's keep going, guys. I wanted to do a quick analysis and then we will start with questions and stuff like that after I do a little bit of analysis. I appreciate your concern, Patrick. Like I said, you're one of my top students. Um, Maybe you're just having a rough time, which is okay. A lot of traders we go through a lot of hard times, and that's okay. But best way is to stop trading, take a break, breathe, go do other activities that help your brain stay focused, and then come back. You come back later. It's fine. I love this kind of comments, guys. I have been following your signals with demo account and I love it. Please, I don't have money to start. Help me with an account to start. Guys, I'm gonna say something that's gonna sound bad, but I hope you guys take it the best way. We're not charity. I'm not charity. Yeah, I can make a lot of money and I can help charities, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna help everybody and I'm gonna fund people so that they can start trading. Guys, there's so many ways to make money out there. So many ways. Whether it's you get a job, you get two jobs, whether it's you sell your guitar lessons. Let's say you know how to play a guitar, an instrument, you know how to sing, you know how to do whatever. You start a course online and you sell that. Okay, it's easy. Or let's say you have a lot of stuff in your house you don't use anymore. You can resell that so you can make money instead of asking it on a live session. There's a lot of ways to make money, and that's how I started in trading. I started with $500 that I gained by selling a bunch of stuff that I have at home that I didn't use anymore, including clothes, and bada bing, bada boom. That's it. Okay. So let's do an analysis, and I want to answer Sia question where she says how we know when the lowest and highest point is. Okay. So I'm gonna do a live analysis, and we're gonna see if we can trade this live analysis. And then I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, Sia, Via, but I'm gonna try to demonstrate the lowest and highest point. Okay. Okay, I think I'm liking sells more than buys just because of the way that the market is structuring. So I'm gonna send a sell right now, guys. So let's go ahead and sell by market. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna write it down. Okay, so let's go over this analysis. Okay, pay attention because I'm gonna explain why I'm seeing sells. Okay, and about the range as well. So sells. We already sold the market here. We made a lot of profit. I hope you guys took the trade. We have been, I think I sent 10 trades within yesterday and today. All of them win, no losses. Okay. But I'm liking a sell because I do see a continuation to the downside. Okay. Number one, we have a main support here. Okay. This is a support. This is a breakup structure. Look at this. This used to be a resistance. This is a breakup structure and it became a support, right? All the way here until here. Okay. Are we all clear in that? So this is a support, resistance, breakup structure. Right now, that support is being retested, correct? That support is being retested, but it's not showing enough volume for this support to hit and create a new movement to the upside. Okay. For me, all of these candles right here, all of this weak rejection, all of this is volume, is money that the market is leaving for sales. Okay. It means it's getting tired. It's getting tired. We're having this bearish channel right here. And then the final confirmation for this is to see a break to right here, a retest to that previous support. And that's where we will see the market sell probably until here or all the way down to this area right here, which is the next main support area. Okay. So that's how I see it. Again, I could be completely wrong. I could be completely wrong, but that is what I'm seeing. Okay. I'm seeing those sells. And yes, right now the market is 30 pips in the negative, which is completely fine. And we're going to talk about the zone, which is a question I get asked a lot. So let's go ahead and delete all of this and let's talk about the zone. So, for example, this trade started here at 45.13 or 14, okay? And I'm going to give it a 200 pip zone, okay? A range. So that means that you can enter within this space right here, okay? Are we all clear with that? You can enter within this space right here. Now, how many entries? I'm not going to tell you because that's going to depend on you and your risk, okay? But everybody should be trading with 0.01 lots so that you guys don't go through big losses. Okay. If you do not want to listen to me, that's fine. You can blame me later, like everybody else that burns their accounts because they do not know how to follow rules. Okay. But those that actually are making money are the ones following the rules. So always trade with 0.01 unless you have a big account, $10,000 or more, $5,000 or more. It's what I consider a big account. So if you have a big account, you can bump this number to maybe three, okay? But you stay within the zeros, all right? So 0.01, we add the first entry when we call it. So if I call it, this is your first entry at 0.01, okay? Now, when do I take the second entry? That is really up to you, okay? For example, this resistant area right here looked interesting for another entry. So I don't know if you guys took that entry. What's the next one? This one right here looks kind of interesting for our third entry. And this right here will be the final entry at 0.01. The max amount of entries you can take within the range, which is this, it's four. Okay, so four entries max. Four entries. You can take two, one, three, or four, but four is the maximum amount. Okay. So after you have your entries or your sell limits in this case, you just have to wait. Yeah, no, not eight. Eight is a lot. Eight is an amount if you want to burn your account. Okay. But at the end of the day, you can do you. You can do you. If that's within your risk, then that's fine. Okay. But four is the one that I suggest. Okay. Now that's the range. That's how you take the trades within the range. Where is the stop loss and the TP? What do you guys think? Now let's see if you guys have studied the sessions or no. Where will you put the TP? Give me the price. Where will you put the TP? Okay. Let's see what you guys say. 44.80, 44.50. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Where will you put the TP on a sell? You will need to find the main support areas that are close, right? But far enough. And what are the three main support areas? These three. Okay. These three right here. First at 44.87, second 44.79, and then third 44.60. Okay. You can put the TP wherever you want. You know, that TP can be all the way down here to 44.16 if you want, right? If you want. If we want to make it realistic and trade with rules and be smart, then you want to pay attention to these areas because when the market reaches that point, you guys know that it can do something like this, right? And then it can continue down, but you never know what the next move is going to be. So you want to play smart, you want to play consistent. Your TP is whenever you hit your goal, okay? But it's also based on this logic right here. All right. So these three are the TP zones. I will put a max TP at 60, 44.60, because this is the biggest support area of this whole move. Okay. If you're happy with your profits here, you can exit. If you're happy with your profits here, you can exit. I will not tell you when to exit because your goals are not my goals. And also, if I tell you a number, that does not help you at all. Okay, that does not help you at all because you want your brain is going to try to find perfection in that number. Okay. If you guys have ever been in a trading academy from a network marketing, or you're just in other trading signal groups, the reason that a lot of people fail is because they're given everything. They're given TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4. And what happens with that? It damages your brain in looking for perfection. People usually look for TP5 because it's the most amazing number and you're gonna make the most money, right? And then what happens? The trade never hits TP5. And then you wait and wait and wait, and the trade reversals and you hit stop loss, right? Or a lot of people exit at TP1, and that is a little profit. But again, are you following your goals? And so the best answer to be successful taking trades is follow your dang goals. If your goal is to make $100 with this, then so be it. Okay. But be smart. You can't make $100 having a $100 account. In a single trade, no. Okay. Unless you're over leveraging. But make realistic goals. Know that I send a lot of trades. If I send a lot of trades, it means you have multiple opportunities to make money, right? Okay, so that's the TP zone, but also the TP is whenever you hit your goal, right? Now, let's talk about the stop loss. What about the stop loss? Where do you guys think the stop loss for this trade will be? Okay, so a lot of you are saying 58, 49, 55. Okay, let's review those zones. Now, let's go find the resistance. What resistance do we have here? Number one, this, and this. This is all like kind of the same area, right? So we can say that 45, 48, it's the nearest biggest resistance, right? Can we all agree in there? Now, do I want to put my stop loss at the resistance? Do I want to put my stop loss right at the resistance? Yes or no? No, right? Because if you do, it's going to reach, it's going to touch. It's sudden death guarantee. Okay. So where do you want to put your stop loss? You want to put it above that resistance. Okay. So you have this big zone of resistance, but you also have this little guy over here. Okay. So in all reality, Joel, myself, me, Joel, I would put my stop loss here around 65. Okay. Because it's a big enough area for my trade to go hit this resistance, go hit this resistance if it wants, start getting all this volume before we see the move. Okay. That is where I would put my stop loss. And that is why it's so important for you to trade at 0.01. Because sometimes we're going to have to hold a trade. But guess what? We have the track record that it works. And this is because we are adapting to the current situation in the market, right? The wars, the bombs, Trump speaking, Trump doing this, XYZ, this country going wild. That is adapting. Okay. We are adapting to the market. Whenever gold starts moving normal, guess what? Our ranges are going to be smaller. Okay. Our ranges are going to be smaller. But we're doing this because we're adapting to the market, right? Now, the next big advice I'm going to tell you, if you're going to hold all of this. Do not exit here. Do not exit at $4 profit. Do not. Try to make your goals a little better. Okay. Usually, what the people from my community are doing is every time you have more than $10, that's when you start deciding if you want to close or not. But you do not want to go through the pain to just exit for $3. This is not even enough for a cup of coffee, right? You want to be able to hold until you have at least $10 in combination within all these three trades. Because remember, we take maximum 4 entries per area. And whenever this gives you at least $10, this is when you should start making a decision. This is when you should start making a decision. A lot of people from my community, they ended up closing with $50 to $60 in profit in combination with the 4 trades. Okay. This is not per trade. This is total. Okay. Is this very possible? Heck yes. That is very possible. And guess what? I'm going to give you an example here. Let's say you took this final area, 45.33, and it hits this main support over here at 44.88. How many pips is this? How many pips is 44.88 to 45.33? Let's do the math. 44.88 minus 45.33, it's 45. So that's 450 pips. How much money is that at 0.01? That trade alone is $45. That trade alone, just one, just the one on the biggest zone, on the top of the zone, is 45. Plus whatever the heck this is, okay? Which is probably another $30, right? Plus this one right here, which is 30, 22, let's say 25, okay? And this one right here, which will be like $15. How much money is this? 70, 95, 110, 110, 120. Okay. So imagine that 120, you didn't even have to hold the trade for far. You don't have to hold it until it goes all the way down here. You don't. And at the first TP area, at the first support zone, you can exit with $120. You can exit with way less way before, right? So let's say the trade, I don't know, hit over here. Right here alone, it's about $50 minimum with all the trades combined, right? And so this is already a great profit with any small account. How many trades do I send per day? A lot, right? If you can make $50 every time I trade, let's say you take four trades in a day with me and you make $50. That's $200 a day. Multiply that by 5, that's $1,000. Did you have to hold a lot? No. You just had to follow the system, right? I think I saw Matic joining. Matic, are you here? Yes, he is. Matic, am I lying when I'm saying this or not? How much money have you made since you started here in Tag Academy? Taking the traits total, because I know just yesterday you made a lot. I invite you guys to go see the message in the chat. $25,000. Mathic has made $25,000. Real money taking the trades. He follows the system. He takes the trades with small lot size. He doesn't take it with 0.01 because he has a bigger account. Okay. Mathic, how big is your account? Like 15,000? So you use 0.076? And how long? How many months or days or how many time? How much time? Sorry, not how many. 2 months. 2 months since he logged in. And look at that. Jenny says she made $75 just today with $600 account. Imagine if you can make $7,500. I mean, $75 every day. In 10 days, you will multiply your account. Okay? Only the people that follow the system wins. I get a lot of message from angry people most of the time, cursing me and saying a lot of graphic things. And if you go see their accounts, they're not following anything. They're just doing whatever the heck they want. Okay. Now look at this. The market is giving us here a selling pattern, guys. I hope you guys enter. Let me know if you guys took 2 entries so far. So this right here, whatever it's doing right now, it's a selling pattern. I believe I gave you guys the PDF. If not, let me do it again. I just had it here. Where did it go? Oh, dang, I just had it downloaded here for you guys. Guess give me 1 second over here. Look at that. We're seeing the breakout. So how much profit is this? If you put an entry here to here, that's already $10. Plus this entry right here to here, that is $5. You already have $15, which is a good profit for a lot of accounts. Look, guys, this is the selling pattern right here. Sometimes it's three, sometimes it's two, but this is the pattern right here. Look at that. Who is in profit? Now, where do you have to hold this trade? Wherever the heck you want. Look, Tamar is $90 in profit, 18 for Tom. Okay, we're approaching the first support area over here. Then the second one, you can hold wherever you want according to your goals. Okay, but do not close the trades with $3, $4 in profit. That is way too low. $10 and above is when you can start making a decision. All right, guys. For tomorrow, the next session that we have, give me 1 second. For the next session that we have, I'm gonna give you guys a simulator. Can I show you guys a simulator that I made? This simulator is based on the candle patterns, okay? So if you want to start practicing the candle patterns, this is the best way to do it. All you do is next candle, just gotta translate this. And then this is already a pattern. I want to ask you guys here. Let me close this because we're done with the session. What would you do in this situation? Buy or sell? if this is all the information you have, this candle and this candle, you have three options. One, sell, buy, or next candle. What would you pick? I want everybody to participate. Again, this is for you, something I'm going to announce tomorrow or the next time we have a session. Okay, everybody's saying next candle. I believe this is a selling pattern. Well, I believe no, I know. I know these two candles together is a selling pattern. So I'm going to sell. It automatically gives you a stop loss and a TP on the simulator. And then you just click next candle. Okay, now that you have this information, what will you do? Buy or sell? Or next candle? And don't say sell because I already clicked sell. Okay, Philip is saying next, and everybody else is saying sell. Okay, so boom, let's say you click on the sell. Next candle, TP. Look, and you can see over here you have your entry, your exit, and your profit. And that candle already closes in the TP. What would you do in this situation? Next, or buy or sell? I'm doing whatever you guys say. Okay, a lot of people are saying next, so let's click next. Okay, what would you do in this situation? Buy, sell, or next? Okay, I'm gonna interfere here and I'm gonna say buy. Guys, this is a doji. This is a candle pattern. Okay, let me open my document again. Look over here. Where did it go? Right here. Look, doji morning star. Possible change of or trend from bearish to bullish. We have a big candle and we have a doji. Okay, so I'm gonna click buy. Let's see. Next candle. Okay, are you guys making a decision with this? Buy or sell? We are already in a trade, right? In a buy. Okay, next candle. It was so close to TP. Next candle, TP hit. Why? Because of this doji, this confirming us the trade. What do you guys think about this simulator? Do you guys want this simulator? This is something I made just for you guys. Okay, we're gonna talk about it tomorrow or Wednesday, okay? Because I want to do a session about back testing. Okay, what's your gold trade? I know it's dropping. Are you guys in profit or what? Are you guys in profit or what? Look at that drop, guys. And I'll open it here so that we can all see it because I have it on my phone. What did we talk about here? What did we talk about here? Look, resistant. This is the second entry that I hope everybody took. First entry that everybody took. How much money is this with the minimum lot size? 18. This is about $23 in the big on the top entry plus 16 to $17. So close to $40, guys. Close to $40. $40 just with two trades in a small account, it's a big progress. If you have a big account, then that number is different, right? Matic, how much have you made in this sell? How much is that number for you? Let me update everybody. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. So $700. Matic made $700 in this move. And this move is probably not even done. Because like I said, it has to come down here, it has to come down here, and maybe here. But your goals are not my goals. So $700 for a lot of people is good money. $100 is a good money. For example, France, he says, I'm now $300 in profit. That is already good money for a lot of normal people, right? How much have you made in this trade? Let me know because everybody here had the chance to take this trade. How much money do you make in this trade? Whether you close or you're holding, but how much money? So let's say 170, $20. Good job, Seba. How did it feel for you? And again, I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but how did it feel for you closing at $20 than $3 or $4? Because you said at the beginning that was your issue. Your issue was you closed too early, right? How does it feel now? Good job, $81, 20, 25, 56, 50. Tamar made 170 on a $600 account. Crazy. I started with $56 today and made 58. So you double your money. I'm out. I withdrawn $890 today, or pounds, sorry, or euros. Great job. Great job, guys. That's it. Our time is up. Uh, Come back tomorrow or Wednesday. Okay, keep an eye on the chat because I will let you know when we have the sessions. Come back tomorrow or Wednesday, and I will give you guys the PDF of the candles, and I will give you guys the simulator. Okay, this simulator is going to help you identify the candles better, and it's going to help you trade stress-free. Okay, because this account is not connected to anything. It's just a simulator. You can see your win rate, you can see your trades, you can see everything. Okay, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next one. Bye bye.